couple completed the difficult process of adopting a baby girl. We'll get you some other news now. Then a judge ordered that they had to return the girl to her biological dad. They say it's because the mom gave up the child for adoption without the dad's knowledge. So let's bring in family law attorney Randy Kessler. Always brings us some great wisdom, helps us try and solve these cases. So let's get a few more details out here. The biological dad's Terry HLN. He's a U.S. Army drill instructor. He says he never even knew he had a little girl, who is now his ex-wife, just gave the baby up for adoption. Now he finds out about it. Does he have a good case? Because this little girl's 2 now, and the adoptive family's all she's ever known.
He's got a great case, it sounds like. You know, we give natural parents the ultimate priority, and he thought that mom was going to have an abortion. He didn't think the child was ever born, according to the reports. But if you're going to give up a child for adoption, both parents need to be aware. Mom is usually aware. She's the one who had the child. Dad has to know that there was a child and that there's an adoption being sought, because we want to give the dad the first right. He may not be the best parent. Grandma or these people may be better able to raise the kid, but we give natural dads, and this time he's also the legal dad because he was still married to the mom. He has a good case.
Got it. And we're finding out, this is the reports anyway, that his ex-wife gave the adoption agency the wrong address, so that Terry H. and the biological dad couldn't, you know, couldn't find out. Will things like that play into a case like this, or you're basically saying biological father probably is going to win out here?
Well, especially for adoptions, because an adoption means we are severing the legal relationship between the natural parent and the child. So you've got to do everything, and not just sending a letter to the old address. If there was a chance that dad could have been notified, even if they had the right address and he just didn't get it, he should have known. And if he didn't know, he's got a good case. He gets to step back into this child's life, and he gets to raise the child unless there's some reason he should be terminated, like he's a drug addict, they can't raise a child. But the lack of notice is not a good enough reason to sever a right.
And on the front of the family, Jared and Christopher sounds like a great family. They adopt this little girl, and they say they're going to fight. And here they're saying that the district, or the judge in the case, made some fundamental errors. What kind of errors would have had to be made where they could potentially keep custody here?
Well, the judge might have said, maybe the judge found that the service was invalid and the service really was valid. There are a lot of technical issues, you know, and the sadness is this child's already started to know these parents, but the good news is it's not when the child's 5 or 6 or 8. You know, There's still time. This child will get to know her natural parent, or maybe you can compromise and all the parents can have a relationship with the child. It's a tough situation, but these are the better situations when you have a lot of parents fighting to raise a child instead of the children who no one wants to raise.
See, that's the wisdom I was waiting for from you. Some kind of compromise. Do you think the adoptive family will be able to, you know, have a role in her life moving forward? Do you think that's the way the court may rule moving forward?
I don't think the court would rule that way. I think the court's got to say one or the other. But the parents could do that, and the dad could do that, and it's a nice compromise. You know, these people put up a lot of money and a lot of effort to help raise his daughter. It would be a nice offering.
Okay.